Fair use, fair dealing, public dominion, all rights mentioned and not mentioned. To begin this video, Dowell has committed stolen valor yet again. We're going to get their take and then get the truth after their take. Oh yeah, let's not forget here, that satanic t-shirt right there. That star on top of the whole image right there, 5-pointed star, it's satanic.
Is the last one I asked him a little bit about my military career. The little girl was looking through some things and she found this. She said, and I thought, well, maybe it's a good idea.
Yeah, Madam Carol's been really trying to help you make a squeeze, huh? Try to slide on Abraham's wife to try to take her and take the children, so you can do some of the worst atrocities to women and children. Madam Carol?
But I did. I was trying to y'all can see what type of soldier I was. I got out as a staff sergeant. And some boy in Reed from the DA form 638-1. And of course, this one came out in November 90. Because I got out as a staff sergeant, but we want to read the part that says justification for citation and the data that comes along with it. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like almost achievement blocks on here. 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to read you these 5 achievement blocks, okay? So we help me get a background on the type of man that I was when I was in the military and still am now. So here it is. Achievement 1. While serving for over 5 years with the 82nd Airborne Division, Staff Sergeant I participated in numerous deployments to include Market Square, San Eagle, Goma, and Honduras Joint Operation Exercise Support. Also ensures his personal and equipment were prepared for 18-hour, no notice, worldwide deployment. And of course, that is the standard. I'm sure all y'all heard that on the news now since 8 seconds over there in Iran right now, close to it. Achievement number 2, participated in 3 rifle wars, FRG rotations while serving as a radio wire team chief and a 155 House Battalion. And I was also in 427 MLRS Field Artillery over there in my job description for combat civil with 31 uniform. His radio wire team was recognized as the best wire team in Usera. Staff Sergeant Dowell was also awarded the German Bronze Schützenstier badge for marksmanship. And that's like those things. Oh. Let me put this back up here.
How convenient, huh?
There's wind blowing real bad. Sorry about that, y'all. But it's like one of those things. It's got a rope and a medallion in the center of it. I thought it was something else, but anyway, hallelujah. And let me go on from there. Achievement number 3. Staff Sergeant Dowell participated in more than 15 joint readiness training center rotations in which he provided communication support and skills that raised the value of training on the JRTC battlefield. At times he serves as an infantry squad leader that resulted in many Blue 4 casualties. Now a lot of stuff y'all not going to know what's going on. This is mostly military talk. And I can sit there and
It's all stolen valor talk. They have to dribble up the words.
stretch the video out for probably maybe an hour and a half to try to explain everything.
You know how dribbling goes. Whoosh. You land a 2-pointer right there.
That it's saying. For those of you who have been in the military, you know what it's saying. Achievement 4. Staff Sergeant Dowell demonstrated exceptional physical fitness standards by always achieving a 290 or above on the Army Physical Fitness test, which always scored 300. I always did. He also successfully completed air assault course and airborne course and received the leadership award in basic non-commissioned officers course. That's NCO school. Proposed citation. Military service. That's what it is. It's actually an MSM on military service now. For military service as a signal system support specialist from 7 July 1985 to 30 January 1995. Staff Sergeant Dowell's superior leadership skills, technical and tactical proficiency ensures that his unit and mission were always accomplished. Staff Sergeant Dowell actually reflect great credit on himself and the United States Army. And of course, there's a write-up right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, okay? There's a write-up.
Examine this carefully here. Very carefully. Anyone in high school or back in the day ever get a participation trophy? Yeah, just in school they just give you those nice little medals, right? Right? Make you feel better about yourself? If you got 15th place, here's a little here's a little ribbon. Well done, champ. But you're out here boasting about your ribbon like you done something. You participated, but you're not about to go out here and flex and just stop. Seriously, just stop. For real. See that? Signal support. Man, can you not see it right there? Signal support. Yeah, doctor, can you, give me a specialist in here? Oh yeah, give me the x-ray specialist in here before we take so-and-so, first name and last name, into the surgery room and open them up here. Oh yeah, the x-ray specialists must be so proud of themselves. Wow, what a marvelous feat they have done. They ran some diagnostics on the x-ray system and so forth. Wow, so advanced, so skilled. They must be proud of themselves in the back right now. Title, Sergeant. Wow. That's a simple sergeant. Yeah, what happens with sergeants again? Oh yeah, they get out there and they get, they usually get smoked on the field, right? They come home, batter up, what's that again? Try to remember the word again, shell shocked, or they come back home in the bag. Yeah, real sergeants out there, when they get out there in the thick of the war, one or two things are going to happen when they come home. Yeah, that's just so... You see the flex there? This whole goofiness down here? Yeah, someone could just, participate because they're bored out of their mind, they got nothing better to do. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to the evidence. So they're bored out of their mind, got nothing better to do, and they want to get out here and boast about it, like they've done something. Oh yeah, the volunteer teacher here, they got nothing better to do and they want a quick dollar, so yeah, they volunteered for 18 hours of, substitute teaching. Wow, they're so professional, so skilled, so good at what they do. You know how it is when you have a substitute teacher? A substitute teacher just either hustles you or lets the whole entire class be bored out of their mind. Just let them go easy or sweat them. Either one of the two. Substitute teacher ain't about to do the whole 12 steps. That's right. You know how it is with substitute teachers. They're not about to get you to the whole process. They're just trying to keep it running, but not really trying to pull the full weight of the whole entire position of teacher. Man, just stop. See? It's about that participation trophy, huh? Huh?
Right there. And here's all the signatures starting from the platoon sergeant to the back.
Yeah, someone could be bored out of their mind and participate in something because why not? And they give them a little nice, participation write up. Yeah, it's so and so, they give their time and that was it. Oh yeah, how about that janitor who gave themselves, willingly to fill in for the main janitor? Yeah, they sweat the floor so good. It's so squeaky clean. I can squeak the heel of my boot on this right here. Here's a participation trophy for your cleaning of the floors here. You see the switcheroo here, people? The deception? You want people to think you're it when you're just a volunteer. Let's let this suffice here so we don't overdo the boundaries on this. Let's see how we can summarize this from a undisclosed name here that has been redacted for sensitive purposes, and shout out to them. This video will definitely get to them for sure. So Dowell flex about being 30 plus years in community when in real life he's only 24 years in, the cult of stare, Overcomers Ministry cult. The filthy old pervert who touch on the ladies and kick the young guys out so he can touch on the ladies. And would hustle the people and lie to them and deceive them. And use the whole doom and gloom, telling people the road's ending to come and join this little, plot of land and do as he says. So Dowell was interviewed and used the pattern that Stair did for Straightway, using Overcomers Ministries cult tactics at Straightway when who with the person wanted to be bailed out, and Dowell held down to the money bag like Judas Iscariot. He wanted the money, and he wanted his quote unquote money now. And then he made this silly video trying to, disassociate himself from Stair. So yeah, Dowell definitely did push the whole cover-up scene. Dowell always comes out like he is the top dog in all things. Controlled oppositions, no accountability, slander, and lying. Dowell is a big fish in a small pond. If he wasn't hiding in his little pond, he would be ripped to shreds. Amen to that. All these cult leaders hide in their little, small ponds, calling themselves the last day prophet, the man of Yah, priest, prophet, apostle. playing the victim and acting like Jezebel and so forth. Yeah, you know that one leader of Lying Heart Church as well too? Yeah. Just letting people know that Christian, so-called Christian church, that is also a cult as well too. Nelly might have gotten contaminated with Dowell's Maine. Dowell posted his award from military. It confirms that he already know that we already know. He's not 82nd. He's closest he got was training as a opposing force, opposing training exercises for the 82nd. Dowell got jump wings so he can claim airborne. He got the minimum. Just like someone who got a master's degree in economics, then went on to teach economics but never used the degree in real life application. Dowell got jump skull wings and only used it for training purposes while doing cosplay as opposing forces in Army. So Dowell's actually Army, and he's a radio operator. He only did the small stuff for participation trophy. 82nd Airborne better get this video. They better get this, because Dowell's coming stolen valor right here again. (509th) First, what he is 25U. MOS 25U, Signal Support System Specialist. This MOS involved tasks like setting up, operating, maintaining communication systems, essentially providing communication support for military units. While Dowell may have trained with 82nd Airborne as opposing force and earned his jump wings, his role would be in signal support rather than combat. Oh, stolen valor right there. As he would have been part of the Signal Corps. The amount of info used AI to summarize it. Dowell serving as a Signal Support System Specialist, MOS 25U, was likely a part of the 509th in a support role at Fort Polk, specifically as part of Up 4 during training exercises. Man, hardcore stolen valor right there. His job would have been to ensure that communication systems were up and running during the mock enemy operations, while simultaneously simulating the opposing forces for other units in the field. MOS 25U, Signal Support Specialist, System Specialist. MOS 25U refers to the Signal Support Systems Specialist, which is a communication role. Those in this role are responsible for setting up, maintaining, and operating communication systems, such as radios, satellite equipment, and computers. While not a combat role, MOS 25U plays a crucial part in providing communication support for military units, making sure that information flows smoothly during operations and exercises. It's MOS 509th patch. 509th Parachute Infantry Regiment, 1st Battalion. The 509th is a light infantry regiment within the U.S. Army, not the Air Force, the U.S. Army, known for its airborne operations, including paratroopers who conduct air assaults. While Dowell might not have been part of the 82nd Airborne Division, it may have been part of the 509th, which is part of the Airborne Division. His role with the 509th as a Signal Support System Specialist 25U would likely have focused on supporting communications during airborne training exercises. There you go, right there in the money, on the dot. Role at Fort Polk. Fort Polk, located in Louisiana, is known for its Joint Readiness Training Center, GRTC, where units go through intensive training exercises simulating real combat situations. Dowell, as a signal support systems specialist, 25U, would have been stationed at Fort Polk as a part of the opposing force OPFOR, which is typically a role assigned to simulate the enemy in training exercises. OPFOR units often simulate enemy forces to provide a more realistic training environment for units like those in the 82nd Airborne. Man, the psychology right here. A stolen valor. Dowell's role as 509th as a 25U at Fort Polk. Dowell Signal Support Systems Specialist, MOS 25U, role combined with his affiliation with the 509th at Fort Polk likely meant that he provided essential communications support during the training exercises, specifically in the role of OPFOR. As an OPFOR soldier, Dowell's task would have been to simulate enemy forces in training scenarios designed for other units, while as ensuring signal communication systems were operational during those exercises. His jump wings and training with the 82nd Airborne as an opposing force, perhaps in coordination with the 509th, would have allowed him to participate in airborne operations while supporting communications infrastructure for training purposes, but he was not involved in direct combat missions. Big time stolen valor right there. He's not 82nd Airborne, but to the unsuspecting, and his leading intro of his recent video discussing his awards, not his DD-214, leads into that he was quote-unquote 82nd. But he's not. He isn't. He was an attachment. Let me repeat that again. He was an attachment. In his case, for training, not even active duty function. His 24 years of community somehow is pushed to 30 plus years. 30 years ago, he was fresh out of the army, down with Elder Mulberry's church outside of Fort Polk. 2 years, roughly, before he was directly associated with Straightway, and several years before the Jim Searcy interview. We already know he was head of fellowship at Straightway from 1998 to 2002, under Stair. From 1997 to 1998, Dowell was living at Pastor Rice's current person, Renover Comer, now at Stair's death, house in Gallatin to pay off debt before moving to Straightway community under Stair. As Stair owned Straightway as one of his satellite communities, like the Upper Room in Nettville, Kentucky, or the one in Henrietta, Oklahoma, hid up by Pastor Rice, 1995. Dowell embellishing truth and telling lies and making up stuff in that last video again, that latest video again. If the military knew the ramifications of their decision, then maybe they would have not given those wings to attachments and trainees. That was from another undisclosed mention here. Now that other undisclosed mention also said here too, one thing is for sure, that can only be the general on Call of Duty. I mean, hey, they have to go easy on him and let him get the, I'm not going to finish our statement there. It makes sense, right? If I yell Ben is the general, and Dowell's the general too, then who really is the prophet and the general of Israel? If they're both tethers, huh? You have a European tether and a non-Israelite tether as well too, but they both want to claim Israel. Yet they don't want to show you, DNA tests to prove that they are Israel. Make it make sense here, people. That's right. One Nation, One Power and Straightway Truth Ministry are both fraudulent, built by lies and deception. Now, the first undisclosed person here made it known. They have a, sharpshooter title. Doesn't make them that specialist position for long range, but Dowell got his jump wings from 5-week school for training purposes. Let me repeat that again. Dowell got his wings from 5-week school for training purposes. So those wings are supposed to stay inside that box, or it would have been turned in instead. It was for training purposes only. As opposing forces for the 82nd does not make him an 82nd inborn at all. Although in his reality he thinks he is. See the spirit of stolen valor right there? In his reality he thinks he is. The 509th 1st Battalion, they serve support position for training purposes, not an active duty attachment. That's just enough right there. Stolen valor also confirmed.
I tell you, man, this man is a liar and a deceiving dog.